Dun 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 dun.
And they're off. Except 10 started.
And that wasn't synced at all. Hello?
Yeah. I'm not exactly sure what's
And
happening with 10's timer, but either way, I got him synced
we're
now.
off.
We're off.
We got the first trick done, the Klungo cutscene skip, which lets you skip the Klungo cutscene. Both runners successfully get this trick and are off to the boss fight at the start of the game.
Yeah. Ooh, Azmi misses his eggs. Both runners were pretty all through Spiral Mountain, pretty much at the exact same spot until the egg miss happened, but okay, I think I'm going to keep my OBS window up for this race just in case we have more timer memes.
So, we got some RNG potions here. Let's see what they get.
Ooh, Azmi not canceling his text. 10 with the green
10
potion as well.
is the green. But Azmi with the slow potion.
Yeah.
However, it's the consistent potion.
Yeah. And I mean, it just depends on what kind of push he gets too. Like in the last race that we just saw, BCODL started with a red potion, but he had a really... Oh no!
That egg was pooped a little too early there.
Oh no.
Went off in the wrong direction. Chasing Klungo down, the hit.
Ooh, I don't know if he's gonna make it all the way, and
It's gonna be close.
Is it gonna be close? Oh, he gets it!
Oh.
Ooh, that was like right at the very end of the phase.
I don't even know how much time he had left there.
Yeah. Unfortunately for 10, this is going to be a really, really big time loss for him, because he basically has to run the entire length of the digger tunnel. Like, he's on the very opposite side. Alright, so he's going to be out of there. If only he would have shot 2 eggs when he did his, if only he would have shot 2 eggs when he did his egg shot. Azmi's having some problems.
So this is where 10 could come back.
Yeah, and
But
10
Azmi
does the
gets
window
it.
strat.
But however, he gets it first try.
That was a really fast window strat too. Like that was like PG level
You'd
window.
almost never see it that well from runners.
Yeah,
Because I think that strat's harder.
I do too. Like
Because you kind of have to get out of the window so you don't backflip into it.
not only do you have to be at the edge of the window to make the backflip, but the window ledge is also a super slippery slope. Or just a regular slippery slope. So when you jump on the ledge, your slope timer actually starts. And if you take too long to get to the edge without falling off, you can slip off the ledge. Yeah, 10 has definitely put a lot of practice in that window strat. And I mean, although like a lot of people think it's a dumb strat just because of the way it works, I mean, when it's done that fast, it's basically the same speed as a first try sill jump. I definitely think the strat looks really cool, but I just don't like doing it.
Can they both hold B successfully?
They do indeed.
Very nice.
Ooh, 10 gets bad RNG. 10 goes to kill the Grunny Dactyl for the health. He wants that 4 health going into GGM. Bad RNG though. Having the dude right there always sucks. And it's really hard to react because the moment the cutscene ends, you really want to get in Talon Trot as fast as you can, but getting into Talon Trot is that little tiny bit of time.
Little bit of time that he can aggro you.
Yeah.
And he just sees it and charges you. Not much you can do. So now we're coming up on plateau early. Most runners have started getting pretty good at this strat. Very nice from Azmi. Though GGM early is always that wild card. It's an easy strat, but can you get it in reasonable amount of beak busts?
Yeah. Azmi is a little at the top, but he makes it.
Third try.
Didn't have very much wiggle room. 10 only using...
Making up a little bit of time.
Oh, and Azmi's audio is going crazy. Unless it's just me. Okay, either way. Azmi starting his run. Let's see his camera control during this run. 10 gonna be doing his run too. Like, after what happened to 10 in Klunga 1, I thought this race was gonna be not quite as close, but...
But, you know, Red Jinjo House jump.
Yeah.
It's a big one.
As I say time and time again, anything can happen. Both runners having pretty wide camera angles, and 10 stopped a little bit on the boulder just to make sure he got a really good jump.
Oh, Azmi.
Azmi having to do
Stop.
the backup. Oh no! 10 fell off! Oh no! That's terrible.
I thought he was gonna get the backup there too, but just a little bit too late on reaction.
Yeah. I mean, that's all it takes. Just one tiny little eaten input from the fall. It is very laggy there, so didn't quite make it up. It looked like he was trying to do it very quick too. Either way, Azmi on his death warp. 10 taking a break on the button, but he's already hit the timer. So 10's gonna be tailing along until something happens to Azmi. Otherwise, Azmi's got a lot of time to make up.
Yep. So there's anything can happen in this 2E race.
Yep. 10 not taking any chances on his second fall, just flutters all the way down. No fall damage at all. He's gonna have to take a lot of damage on the yeehaw by the Jiggy.
Did you know, GDO, that yeehaw is well hey spelled backwards?
I didn't actually think of that. Yeehaw! I mean, that's probably where Wahei came from in the first place. It was just a typo.
Somebody was just thinking backwards that day.
Alright, 10 finally out of his waterfall cavern.
He's about a minute behind, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, who knows? Azmi could mess up pillars for a minute.
I don't know if it's a full minute, but it's close to it if not. It is a long walk all the way back to the waterfall.
Yeah, you gotta also get out of the water and death warp time included.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of things that could happen to Azmi between now and the end of the game, but if he plays it safe, but not too safe, I mean, he could still stay in the lead. But
You could have another victim to the eels, a sacrifice to the 2E gods.
yeah. Azmi with a very, very fast detonator levitation. Jumped in the water at a good time, didn't have to wait for himself to surface very long. Very quick detonator levitation and a Bex jump off the Jiggy to boot. Ten expressing his disbelief for his run in chat. Alright, Azmi on his way to build drill now.
Azmi with hot gold for the last split, and it showed. That was pretty clean.
Yeah. Azmi's had a really good looking GGM all around so far. I didn't see exactly what time he got on his shoes section, but from the way he moved, it looked like it could have been probably a 10.
Based on the timers, 10 is a minute behind.
Oh, okay, it is a minute now. Right. 10 with a technically a first try detonator levitation. Maybe a 1.5 try.
A slow first try.
Yeah. His first try he didn't detonate, but he did try to jump and didn't manage to make it.
Azmi grabs the ladder. Easy peasy.
I need to figure out how to do that and not get regrabs. I'm terrible at mashing the regrab. Alright, no bonk from 10 on his build drill.
Oh, makes it on the light, safe and sound. Gets the jiggy, and we're out of GGM1 for Azmi.
Alright, let's see how Azmi handles this fire switch. A little bit to the right, that's definitely not going to work, and he knew it too.
Nope.
Very fast recovery. That is also going to be... oh, it actually worked.
Yeah.
That looked like it was going to be a little bit to the right.
Big hitbox.
Yeah. Find sometimes on the right though it hits like that side of the button. Like I'm very surprised that that second shot worked. He was like just in the right spot to make it work. Right, 10 jumping on his lamps. He makes it out of there pretty easy. Still got a long way to go though. He's about a minute 20 behind. And I mean that's not something that you can catch up on just by playing well. You also need to be playing, or you also need to hope your opponent messes something up. Because I mean their PBs aren't completely off from each other. I mean 10 is running this game with a 44-46 PB and Azmi's got a 45-22, so it's about 30 seconds different. 10 with good movement, setting up his fire switch. We're gonna see how the first puzzle goes.
Ah, that's not bad.
Puzzle from Azmi. If two of the pieces were swapped on the edge of the puzzle, I think that would have been a really, really hot looking puzzle. But
yeah, I would have.
Gotta play with the cards that get dealt. 10's on his way to Wooded Hollow now. He's on his way to go do his first puzzle.
So now After 14 minutes, we finally get some cutscenes.
I love cutscenes.
So we can do some donations now. Someone donate to us with your donation comment.
Alright, let's have a look and see what kind of puzzle. Ooh, puzzle switched up. Juking out 10. 10 also gets a 91.
Azmi coming up on Jade's Think Grove early. At the start of this tournament, this was a big problem for a lot of people. But as the tournament's gone on, a lot of them have been nailing it really easily.
Very nice from Azmi.
Holy shit, is that white in Jade's Think Grove?
Holy shit, is that a bonk? Azmi getting amazing good luck and amazing bad luck all right at the same time. Alright, now it's 10's turn. See how he can do Jade Snake Grove early. Oh yeah, I forgot to update the Twitch title. I always forget one thing. And nobody noticed. These runners are basically running. Ooh, that looked really good, but
He was a little late on that. You saw that hole for a little longer than he should have.
yeah. There we go. A little bit
He
higher
gets
on
the
that.
backup. So, I think he's a little low on feathers. We'll see after his flying section if it goes well.
Ooh, Azmi taking a little bit of a
No.
a little bit of an extra flight path to the Jinjo. Ooh, Azmi's I can't believe Azmi picked up the Jiggy there from the top of the temple. And he didn't crash land! Oh my goodness.
Fucking Azmi's a god.
I don't know what happened to Azmi there on his controller. He'd like definitely just tried to do the movement as fast as he could without really thinking about where he was going, but he still kind of made it. Azmi running down collecting notes. Ooh, misses the flight pad.
Oh.
I don't know how he didn't miss the flight pad a second time, either.
He was a little high there, but he was able to dive down successfully for that treble clef.
Yeah. 10 also having a really good jump to the snake Jiggy as well.
Pretty nice flies there. They were all in great spots.
Yeah. A lot of runners are getting really good at kind of landing exactly where they need to be on the snake, so they don't have to move. Ooh, and Azmi not quite going far down enough on the bridge to not take the fall damage.
God, what code will we get here?
Oh, not first
It's
try
not
code.
first try.
We got second try code. I've had a lot of second try codes today. Both the runners in the previous race before this had second try code as well. It would be really funny if 10 had a second try code as well, but I mean, I'm sure he would love to see a first try code to catch up a little bit.
So 10 is short on feathers. He's gonna need to pick up a nest some.
Yeah. Ooh. 10 got 2 flies directly over his head. That is not what he wanted to see, but he still got him. Jumping over the skill stop honeycomb. Azmi on his way to pillars. He was practicing pillars right before the race started, as most racers do. We'll see if his practice paid off here. Ooh.
Nope. The rock messes up the pillars once again.
Yeah. Goes back to the water just so he can like redo his method.
It's all about the mindset.
Yeah. Taking the jump a little bit too low, but still makes it up. Azmi's got great readjustments. Ooh, that was a really late beak bust. That was a really late beak bust there, but when you're too low, you're too low. Alright, Azmi, let's see if you can do it the second time.
Much better jump that time.
Yeah.
That's the easy peasy.
Yeah. I mean, I think his jump was fine on the first one. The first time he did it, but
that first one, he had a little sketchy jump that was a little bit to the right.
yeah. I mean, I think he still would have made it. Just from the way he jumped.
He could have, but it was he had to react differently for it.
Yeah. Way
That's
too
the thing
big a
with
dip.
pillars is that it's somewhat like the same timing, but if you jump off a different way, you have different timing, so you gotta react to it, which makes it hard.
Yeah. Alright, now we get to see 10 just start his pillars. If he can have a good pillars here, he can catch up quite a little bit on Azmi. Beautiful looking pillars, good camera as well to set it up. 10 makes it to the top of pillars just perfectly.
Very nice.
Alright, it's gonna close the gap just a little bit, but I mean, Azmi still has quite a lead on 10. Azmi with the 85 GGM puzzle. 10 getting spat out across the swamp. I mean, a little hard time finding the warp pad. Back to the start of the level.
I hope chat loves puzzles, because both streamers are gonna be doing a lot of puzzles right now.
Yeah. So looking at the timer here, MT 10 is now exactly a minute behind Azmi. He caught up just 30 seconds, just a little bit. There isn't a whole lot. There isn't a whole lot of time that can be improved here on out. We'll see how the late game goes for both players.
Azmi's having a little trouble moving his pieces around.
Saving all the sky pieces for last.
Is this gonna be the legendary 69?
Oh my
World
goodness! What's going on, Azmi? You can't do
It
it!
is! Come on, come on, come on, come on!
Ah, Azmi getting a
It was
70 on
almost
his
69.
Witchy World puzzle.
God damn it, Azmi. Could have just been 1 second worse.
Oh man. Like, I don't know what Azmi was thinking with that puzzle. That was the puzzliest puzzle we've ever seen. Maybe not the worst one we've seen, but it was, ooh man, it was something else.
So let's see if 10 can make the comeback here with
Oh,
a good
10's got
puzzle.
a beautiful puzzle going on so far. Like, a couple pieces in the wrong spots. Ooh, can't pick up that last piece, but he gets an 83. Saved 13 seconds on Azmi. Probably lost 2 seconds on putting pieces in the wrong spot, but I mean, surely after a Witchy World puzzle like that, Azmi's going to be thinking extra hard on his JRL puzzle. See what kind of puzzle we can get out of him this time.
That's an interesting puzzle layout.
Alright, not off to a good start here, Azmi.
I think Azmi's playing with his eyes closed.
You're only supposed to do that for Red House Jump, I thought. Alright, Azmi with the 76 JRL puzzle. Still not as terrible as his other puzzle, but put a couple pieces in the wrong spot there. He lost 18 seconds to his puzzle split. I mean, that feels bad to lose 18 seconds on puzzles, not gonna lie.
But it's literally an auto-scroller.
Yeah, how do you speedrun an auto-scroller? Alright, 10 having some problems with his picking up some of his pieces too, so he's gonna finish with a 78. So saved a lot of time over Azmi on his puzzles in general. But both runners having not the greatest of puzzles.
It's only 40 seconds behind now. Ten is slowly creeping back up on Azmi. Just waiting for him to make the next mistake.
Yeah, there isn't a whole lot I think that can go wrong in Witchy World other than resetting on the Switch, but I mean, who knows what could happen in JRL, and especially Hag 1. We've definitely seen some pretty close Hag 1s.
Azmi with a very nice debates on the birdie there.
Yeah, right now Azmi is sitting at a half a Witchy World away from 10. Ooh, Azmi taking a second shot at the Switch. I guess he didn't trust his first grenade.
Yeah, that first one was a little high, but it still worked.
Yeah. I wasn't looking at Azmi's timer there when he reset earlier. Or when he reset. Couldn't tell if that was early or not. I'm gonna assume it was fine, but I don't know. From the sound, it sounded a little early.
That one actually saves pretty fast, so...
Yeah. I know it saves pretty fast, but I don't know. Something bugging me. Well, we're about to find out. I'm sure it was fine. 10 definitely reset just fine.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Azmi's fine. Gold splitting is Witchy World. I'm surprised 10 made it up onto the signpost with that beak bust. Doing the backflip right on the signpost, a lot of runners tend to get stuck underneath like the top of the signpost. But I don't know if he just always done that, so he backflips out and then back. Either way, I'm impressed by that.
Look at that pro dodging of the sign right there.
Yeah, both runners probably not looking to get meme signed.
Alright, Azmi's going up on the swim of death.
Will he make it?
Are we gonna get eels or escalators?
Jumped into the water a little on the early side, so I mean, I still think he can get tagged by one eel and make it just fine. It would be close. Depends on how a swimmer on the octopus is. Oh yeah, Azmi knows how to do the octopus. So he's around just fine. Doesn't have to worry about anything there. Meanwhile, 10 just starting his swim now as well. He's going to be about 40 seconds behind Azmi still. Azmi's just trying to get to the surface
Playing
as fast
it
as he can.
very safe.
Yeah, three
Which
health
is a good
left.
thing that one eel was like right there on the left, which might have actually got him if he went straight up.
Yeah.
So he played it really safe there.
Oh no, Azmi getting a bonk. Yeah, his camera did a weird thing on jam jars. I haven't seen it like that in a long time. That's probably because he kind of rolled over to the side when he activated the jam jars text. Either way, getting a bonk.
So
10's
that
probably gonna have a
leaves
good
10
swim to
like
the
only
surface.
one eel layer behind
Ooh.
Azmi. So Azmi at the start got red potion, meaning he's gonna get one of the fast potions here and make a bunch of time up off of 10 if he doesn't get the correct potion.
Unless, of course, the same kind of thing happens to Azmi what happened to 10 at the beginning. I mean, it's a lot easier to hit a blind shot at Klungo because you have egg aim, but if you lose track of him, or if you even get hit a wrong clone on a blue potion... Well, we're about to see what kind of Klungo Azmi comes up on.
Here we go again.
10 gonna be entering in through the loading zone right as Azmi starts his fight. They're so close yet so far. Ooh, Azmi
Got a
gets a blue
blue
potion.
I think blue potion for this one is the easiest. Out of the two that you could have gotten.
Yeah, I do too.
It gives you time to actually see up after the potions stop being thrown.
Azmi pecked really far to the right there. I was worried for him. Alright, let's see what happens here. Whew!
Oh my god, Azmi.
Azmi
Don't
got
scare me like that.
Azmi got really good luck on his clone, his clones running around. Otherwise, that first egg probably would have hit the one in front.
And 10 got bad RNG and he got red potion.
Yeah, so 10 will have a nice easy fight. Unfortunately, he'll probably be losing a little bit of time. Ooh. Having to let Klungo land. Shot a little too slow. Alright, it's all coming down to Hag 1 now. Oh my god, Azmi gets another bonk.
3 bonks!
Azmi got 3 bonks in his run.
The game's really trying to help 10 out here.
Third bonks. That's incredible. We got a bonkless run from 10, so the game has given him everything he can. It's all up to Azmi now.
So, even Hag 1 is not safe. Even the best runners have had some weird Hag 1 fights.
Yeah, I mean, all it takes is one missed egg, and all of a sudden, you're just scrambling to change your eggs back. You gotta re-aim at Grunny because you're moving around trying to dodge the shots. I mean, it's such a small thing if you're trying to go fast, but it can end up costing 5 seconds sometimes.
You could be
Missing up your
standing in the
shot.
wrong spots, and then the Ugger comes and messes with your life.
Seen a lot of runners do unsafe strats on the batteries as well. Instead of shooting them over the lasers in first person, they'll try and jump them over and blow up. Miss cycles, trying to get into good positions. Even miss getting up onto the drill during the lasers or the mortar strat or mortar phases.
If 10 right now just decides to play in the menu instead of going into GGM, he would win this race.
Alright, here we go. Alright.
It's just
The time
cutscene galore.
the time has come. Both runners have finally into their Hag 1 fight. It's come down to this. I mean, 10 is only going to be one phase behind Azmi going into the fight here, so...
Wow, Azmi doesn't even know the lore. He can't answer these questions, so he just meshes B.
Yep. Azmi just shooting the fire eggs, as he do. If 10 does the grenade quick shots on all the phases, he could catch up over the length of the fight.
A pretty big time save.
I mean, over the course of the fight, he couldn't catch up all the time, but it would be close. Let's see how 10 does this fight.
Looks like he's gonna attempt it.
Yep. Very clean on the first try. Will it be enough, though? I don't think so. Azmi will still have to make at least one mistake in order to be out of this fight. But of course, since 10's doing a much harder strat, he has to kind of focus on what he's doing a little better. Oh, it looks like 10 decided not to do the grenades on that try. Didn't trust his aim. So it looks like he's going with a hybrid style. Both players see something on the ceiling. It's very interesting.
I think what they're seeing is a 30 FPS.
Ooh. 10 standing a little too close to the drill. 10, you're too close.
No.
Ooh, he almost fired a clockwork too. So that's the thing, when you're too close to the drill, you gotta aim up really far because the edge of the drill is right there in front of her face. That's gonna be a lot of time lost for 10, and a lot of grenades as well. I guess it's not really the edge of the drill, it's more you're hitting the edge of the hatch. Oh yeah, 10 has to have a... Ooh, ran out of grenades.
Oh.
But he's made it out of the phase, an extra long 2-cycle. Azmi sticking with Old Faithful, shooting the fire eggs. Azmi done with one of the batteries now. 10 almost on to his first battery. Just gotta wait for the drill to stop moving a little bit. These phases are very long. Ooh, 10 accidentally moving.
Looks down a bit there.
Azmi setting himself up in a good position for his fight to the death phase now. Shooting a second clockwork in. Alright, let's see if Azmi can clench it out. We've seen a lot of really close races, but Azmi's got full health. He's got a lot of health waiting around for him to be picked up just in case anything goes wrong. So I think he's got this race clenched out. 10's still going for the grenade quick shots, but having a little blips here and there. But he's doing a good job at least going for it. Azmi just letting the Ugger walk up to him and punch him in the face.
He's not scared. He knows he got this.
I don't know anyone who's died to that, or had their run die to that.
Wow, that Ugger pushed him super far away during that cutscene.
Yeah, I did. I didn't even notice that.
Oh, no!
Okay.
Nope,
Azmi
we're
finishing
good.
his race with a 45.53. Meanwhile, 10 just starting his fight to the death now. He's going to be moving on to the blue egg section of the fight. Ooh, immediately taking damage to an Ugger. The other Ugger is right there.
So 10's gonna have a little trouble here. He only has 7 blue eggs left.
Azmi golding his Hag 1 split by 0.34 seconds.
Oh, he's got plenty of fire eggs.
Yeah.
However, hitting Grunny on the last phase with fire eggs can be a little tricky.
Just as
But
tricky
he
as
got
that.
it.
Finishing with a 46-47. Both players finish our race. GG to both of them.